Okay, we're back with another episode of Let's Talk About It. Sister Sylvia Hill, Transcending Heights, Empowering Each Other. Splash Dripping Wet Daddy, Plaga Jr. And today we have a very special episode. Well, every episode is special, but this episode is about a tribute. And when I think about tribute, I also think about contribution. So, Miss Sylvia Hill, what do you have that you would like to express to the world about tributes?
Well, one of the things I wanted to say first, when you threw tribute out, is another word that came to me earlier today, just before we sat down to talk about spark, which is anything that activates or stimulates an inspiration. And so when that came to me, I thought about 1 Thessalonians 5:11 NIV. Therefore, encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing. And so I'm about to throw a twist on you real quick before I go to tribute.
Slang it on me, man, because I need one. For real.
I have a question for you. What sparks you? And I'm going to rewind just a little bit. I have seen so much growth in you. I see you have been reaching out to so many people, even with this, with our Let's Talk About It, and you've been reaching out to so many people in the community, doing interviews with them to just try to get some exposure as to what they're doing, what the Lord has been calling them to do, the different projects that they've been working on. So my question to you is, what sparks you? What inspires you to do those things that you are doing?
Well, basically, since you said, life's so spiritual. You said it's what sparks me. Like, if you can see, like, I'm actually a spark driver.
Mm-hmm.
I drive spark driver. But what actually sparks me is that, we have one life to live, you know what I'm saying? So, you really got to try to give it all you got, and you really got to try to make an imprint and leave a footprint, you know what I'm saying, for the next generation and everybody to see, like, which direction to go in. I've made a lot of mistakes, but what sparked me too is my family. And the support system I got, the backing that I got, because I was raised incredibly well, so I definitely want to give tribute to my mom, Amy Hill, working at the Lincoln Parish Library. She, forced and instilled in us to read. So Summer Readership Club. I want to give a special tribute to my pops, my dad, you know what I'm saying, because he got some big shoes, man, that, I don't think Paul Bunyan can fill, with bunions on his feet. So, that alone. And of course, the two children that I have, they're in a different state, Demi. So, it's kind of hard for me to express and to show them love. So, it made me grind 10 times harder so that I can do better in the future. So, everything I'm doing today, I'm grinding like it ain't no tomorrow, because basically it is no tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm grinding now, so this is not a document, this is a documentary. Like, this is our legacy, this is what we do. You see so many times people die and everything, and everybody's sharing their posts on Facebook, sharing their pictures, sharing the videos they had, sharing the memories, the best memories. And then when you look at them people, you're like, man, so those angels on earth, even though ain't none of us perfect. But that's me, man. I feel like, man, a fallen angel with broken wings. Just because a lot of mistakes and a lot of things that I've done in life, the way I treated people, some of my cruel intentions at times. But I was raised so righteously, like I said, I feel like my people, I feel like they the promised land. Like, everything they taught me, everything they instilled in me, I want to give it to the world. I want to give it to the world so fast, because I feel like, man, time pass on, people pass away, but, man, I want to leave an imprint. I want to touch everybody that I can. If it's somebody young, I want them to know one thing, like, man, that old school dude right there showed me love. So when they grow up, then bam, they can show a youngster love as opposed to if everybody treating them a certain type of way. Everybody want to be extra hard, extra tough, rough and tough, too bad for the world. So I mean, we showing that to the kids, and then to me, man, man, look, I'm done with all that, and I don't even want to put me out there. You feel me? Everything I'm doing, like, man, your message spark me. You spark me. You know what I'm saying? I get up every morning faithfully, like I don't even set an alarm no more. Like sometimes I wake up like 7:20 something, and then I be a little late. But for the most part, man, I wake up like 6:50, something like that. My woman, you know what I'm saying, she sparked me. Accountability partner, you know what I'm saying? She helped me keep me straight. You know, I think last episode I said, you know, I was off the medication. I'm back on the medication. Cause I go too hard, I move too fast. I'm moving at the speed of the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th dimension. A consciousness level that people ain't worried about, people ain't thinking on. You know what I'm saying? So I got to come back down the hill, but I be trying to manifest. And I feel like in order to do that, you got to go hard. You got to just, man, you got to be possessed and obsessed and motivated and inspired. You know what I'm saying? For more positive words than possessed, but more inspired by the Spirit. Some type of spirit going to take you, so it's best to choose the Holy Spirit. But man, I preach 24/7, but man, I want you to take it and let us know, man, what sparks you. You know what I'm saying? I know like people reaching out to you, that's a beautiful thing. It make me feel good. That sparks me. You know what I'm saying? To know like, bam, you know, I'm very aggressive with promotion and everything. You know, that's why I tell you a lot of times now, you shouldn't have to do it or whatever like that. But man, what sparks you each and every morning to get up, you know what I'm saying, and do your thing the way you do it?
I love how you always twist it back on me, but the spark, and I just really wanted to highlight that because, like you say, you are going 24/7. I get up sometimes in the morning, I see where you have been sharing videos, uploading things on YouTube to really promote and enhance others. And so I wanted you to know that I definitely see it, and just wondering what does spark you. So what sparks me? Hope is one of the things that sparks me, because at one point in time in life, I truly had lost hope. Like you said, by making those bad decisions, bad choices, and sometimes we can find ourselves in a very, very dark place. And so when you're in that dark place, a lot of times it's hard to even see even a glimmer of light. And so when the Lord really started working on me, revealing things to me, and basically let me know that yes, you can accomplish these tasks through me, that's what sparks me. So every morning when I wake up and I recognize that yes, He has given another word to just encourage and inspire others. Because there were people when I was at my low points, and even now when I'm struggling with something, you know, you reach out to me, Mama and Papa Bear, they're always there. And then like you say, our aunts and uncles, there's so many people that reach out and encourage. And so that's what really pushes me, and that was what really was even the foundation for Transcending Heights, Empowering Each Other, LLC. So what sparks me is just knowing that I'm allowing the Lord to use me in a way to assist others and encourage others. And like you say, long after I'm gone, I still want for people to be able to see that yes, even though we may struggle at times, there's always something to give thanks to the Lord for, especially when He grants us with another day. We have another opportunity, like you say, to right any wrongs and to draw closer to Him and to just do what we can to shed a little bit of light. So that's what sparks me, is that He has saved over and over again. He has restored and healed me over and over again. And so for me to sit and be quiet and not try to share that with someone else, to me, I feel like that would not be really serving the purposes or the mission that He has set forth for me. And so like you were saying with tribute, which is a gift, testimonial, compliment, or the like, given as due or an acknowledgement of gratitude or esteem, I tribute Him, I give tribute to the Lord for just making a way out of no way. Like I say, at times I just thought that I was too far gone, and I've seen that in you too, and that's why I love how we can sit down and we can have these conversations with each other
talk about you know,
and the growth, the challenges and the growth. And so, like you say, our parents were very instrumental. Like I say, you're really pushing and working behind the scenes for so many people. So that's part of Transcending Heights and Pounding Each Other, that the Lord has put in you. You are using your gifts and your talents to do that. And so, and to everyone that has been supporting us, that has been watching us, and we're reciprocating it. You know, that's what tribute is all about. Paying that acknowledgement while you can, while people are still here, to even recognize that, you know what, the things that you do, from like even a text message, or even sometimes, you know, a person may call and just say, hey, I was just checking on you. You know, that means so much. And so tribute, acknowledging. And then part of what we talked about with tribute as well is trading, so exchanging.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the things that we have been working on as well, exchanging ideas and experiences with each other, as well as others that some we know personally, some we do not know personally. But that's how you continue to grow, because as different individuals are coming and they're sharing their gifts and talents and knowledge with each other, that's how we build, and that's how we encourage each other. And so our tribute, we're basically saying thank you to everyone that is taking time out even to watch these episodes.
Nah, for
you
real.
know, it's not even about us.
And you got
The
that
Lord
right
is
off the
just,
top of my head.
you know,
I wanted to say that too.
The Lord has just really been working some things out. And so that's what this is really about, giving him the glory, the honor, and the praise, because we all go through things at times, and sometimes we think that, you know what, I've just gotten so far off course that we can't even begin to see how we can get back up. But the Lord, every day that he wakes us up, and I talked about that earlier today too. I'm not talking about just waking us up out of our sleep and getting out the bed, but wakes us up and reminds us that he is in control. So if he says something is to be done, it's going to be done. So we don't have to allow negativity to stop us, our past to stop us. So tribute, I'm just thankful, grateful beyond words for who he is, for all he has done in our lives, and I know some others that he has really been working on as well.
For real. Well, what I would like to challenge you to do is a particular exercise that'll help you out. You can choose to write it in the comment section below this, or you can choose to write in your own notebook or tablet, but some things that spark you to continue to push forward and continue to go. Now, we all got a million things, a million reasons to quit, a million reasons to shut down. It's raining, so I can't go be able to make it to the birthday party. It's too hot outside, so I ain't gonna be able to watch the car. So man, come up with just three things, man, that spark you. And then write down three things, three people, or you know, three people that you would give a tribute to. You know, man, do that exercise. And I guarantee you, man, you read that 3 times a night before you go to sleep every night for maybe 3 weeks, and I guarantee you have a whole new outlook on life, and you'll understand what sparks you and what gives you the motivation to go and to win and to achieve. And also, man, like to do a special tribute to Miss LaWanda Buggs and professional football player Isaiah Buggs for coming down to the community and showing love on Fun Day, the 2nd annual Fun Day. I was blessed to be able to be there with the camera. He's a very humble and respectful individual and spiritual individual. He could have easily told me, man, you know, get that camera on my face. Who is this guy? Who is that? Man, it was all respect. It was all love. So, getting back to the discussion, tribute and spark. Who else would you like to give tribute to? I know we were speaking earlier. We speak all the time, and you were definitely saying, you know, you don't want to give any names because it's so, the list is so long. It's impossible to say everybody's name. But just explain to the people, man, how they can give you your fly. How, like what that you do need. Everybody needs, man. The strongest person on earth, man, needs somebody to tell them, man, hey, man, that was a good, you can be a gladiator. Hey, man, that was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? You know, even if you beating the mess out of everybody. It was a bad example with you, with peace and everything. But, man, who would you like to give a tribute to and why?
Well, and I love to elaborate just a little bit more. You were saying about the list is so long. What it means by the list is so long, I'm so grateful for like every act of kindness that is shown. So I don't want to leave anybody out. So if I were to start naming off names, I have a feeling that, will be charged to my mind and not my heart. But I do know one person in particular that really took time out, reached out to me, and actually did an interview with me to just discuss more about my mission work, more about the Facebook messages. And so we actually had an opportunity to sit down and to kind of talk and share, trade our testimonies. And so I want to thank Tina Presley for reaching out to me, for really encouraging me to step outside of my comfort zone and just really kind of share some of my testimony. And like you said, that spark. What sparks or what motivates me to reach out to others through positive, inspirational messages. And so I want to thank her. I want to thank my sister, Linda Leonard. What I'm about to say right now is probably going to blow a lot of people's minds. But she and I have never officially really just met in person. However, she knows my aunt, one of my aunts. And so my aunt was telling her about how I get on every morning on Facebook and provide some type of inspirational message. And I'm going to tell you something. My sister Linda has done so much as far as checking in on me if I'm running a little bit behind on the lives. She sent me, a card. Her words a lot of times, just even her comments, and allowing me to see that, wow, something that's being said, something that the Lord has provided me with, it is helping someone. And so those are two people just off the top of my head. My Aunt Carrie, my Uncle Ricky. I can't really think of a time that they've actually missed, even if they had to go back later on and watch the message. And there were times where they were dealing with some things on their own. We all do. But they were still there. You and Sheila, my sis Sheila, if I'm not on by a certain time, I'm getting a call, I'm getting a text, are you okay, are you good, what's going on? Our parents and my children, I pay tribute to them because they really push and inspire me. They're another spark. I am the role model for my children. They have seen me work full time and work on 2 masters, and things like that. And so I know I have to continue to press forward, even times when I may not really feel my best, my ultimate best. I'm just so thankful for so many people. Like I say, all of the viewers and all of the ones that I'm growing with. My dear friend Otis. Anybody watches Facebook, they hear me say that name. Otis, shout out to Otis. If only you knew, he posts, positive messages on Facebook every day. Not to mention, he also sends out text messages, and you can just feel right up, and you can just feel the spirit through the words that he presents. My spiritual leaders and family at Greater St. Luke Baptist Church in Arcadia, Louisiana. We work together to build each other up. We learn from each other. Our leaders give us all an opportunity to ask questions, to grow and to utilize our spiritual gifts. So like I say, the list could go on. And if I have not said your name, I want you to know that it's not because I don't pay tribute to you. We would be here all day long if I were to list off everybody. But I am saying, even to those of you that are watching this, I love how my brother highlighted the importance of writing down like 3 things that spark you, and then 3 people or resources, because I'm always talking about accountability partners. And also, I'm going to go a step further. Look at what resources may either be already available to you, or what resources do you need to really get those sparks ignited.
Yeah, man, and be out the box. Like, create a resource if need be, man. If people ain't drinking enough water around you, every day you get on Facebook, man, have a bottle of water. Every post that you post, like, hold a bottle of water up. Like, water, man, whatever it is that you feel like needs to be changed in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? It may be you that needs to make that contribution to society.
So someone else I just thought about too, Miss Lucretia Jackson. I shared her book, the title of her book, the last time.
Yeah.
Phenomenal book. And even with Mrs. Tina Presley, I've finally got a chance to purchase her book, and so I've been reading it as well. So to everyone that is just out here doing the best you can, and you're not afraid to allow the Lord to use you to build others up, I just want to say thank you, because it takes a lot. It takes a lot to allow yourself to be vulnerable, and then you never know what feedback you may get. But just remember, when you're doing things for the Lord and you're being obedient, He is going to guide you. He is going to lead you where you need to go. He is going to bring people into your path, people that are eager. I'm talking about they're eager to see you grow, because guess what? They're growing as well, and they recognize that, you know what, the Lord has enough out here for all of us. And so that's always one of my biggest sparks too, is just recognizing that others may need a word of encouragement. Others may need to be reminded that, you know what, He is still the same God that brought you through once before. He'll do it again. And so, tribute, I'm just so thankful for who He is. I'm thankful for all of the people that He has placed in my life. I'm thankful that we can live and not just exist. And maybe some others know what I'm talking about. When you're running,
For real.
maybe you feel like you're just not equipped enough to really do those things that He's been instructing you to do. So you spend more energy. We were talking about this on my way to work, my brother and I, this morning. Sometimes you spend more energy running away from that calling, that mission that He has placed on you, than just going on, surrendering over to Him, and just trusting that, you know what, I know You've got my back. I know You've got my back. And so once we begin to do that, we start really seeing how He begins to put the pieces, which makes me think about weaving again, because it all connects together. Like I say, sometimes we may feel as though things are just not going to work out, and sometimes they don't work out how we planned them to. But I've learned that things work out as they're intended to work out through Him. So that means that even if you've been praying for something that you feel like you've been praying for it a long time, and you still have not seen it manifest yet, like how you said you're going back to your medication, and you're realizing that pacing, that word that we've kind of been talking about, like, you may not notice it right away, but just continue to press forward. Continue to seek Him for what He would have you to do. And even when a task seems as though it's just so great and you're thinking, wow, I am not going to be able to accomplish this, He will bring you through. He will give you all the answers you need. Like I say, people begin to come and you're just like, wow, I was just wondering, where should I even start on this project? So, tribute, giving people their acknowledgement while you can. I have another sister, Shamika White, that also has just really inspired me so much. I mean, there's so many people that, like I said, the list could go on and on and on. But I just want all of you to know that you are doing a phenomenal job. Keep pressing forward. You know, sometimes we begin to start doubting ourselves. Maybe our past continues to find a way to creep up. But when we trade, so we can trade that pain for healing. We can trade that pain and that brokenness for restoration through Him. And so once He begins to do that,
they got to realize, man, the cardinal rule, you must give in order to receive. So you must go through in order to get to. So at the end of the day, it's like, what can you contribute to the world to get something out of the world? You know what I'm saying? If Earth was a woman or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So you're looking at it from a standpoint like, let's live our lives so somebody can give a tribute to us at a certain point in time, man. In order to do that, You have to be contributors, man. You have to put things into the community in order to reap the rewards from it. You know what I'm saying? You reap the seed, you know what I'm saying, from your labor. So if you got a garden, let's just say, man, the youth are our garden. So if we're not taking the weeds out, we're not watering it at all, you know what I'm saying? Pretty soon, you're going to have just a field with thorns and stickers, and it's not going to be nothing pretty that you're going to want to walk through, and you ain't going to never want to deal with it. And in order to get it back to, and fertilized, in order to get it back to where it needs to be to, like the Garden of Eden, man, you're going to have to really get out there with some bulldozers, some tractors, man, and you're going to have to really, real deal, you know what I'm saying, roll your sleeves up and get to it. So, saying to say this right here, man, I give a special tribute to you for all the contribution that you are doing and the sacrifices you are making, man, to put yourself out there, because you've never been an outspoken type of person. You always been a person, man, that's going to relax and chill and do what you do. So, man, for you putting yourself out there to be an example, or to be, you know, whatever it may seem, to be an outcast, whatever person look at it as, whatever a person from the outside looking in is. But I'm glad that you're bringing what's within you out to us to view, and for us to be able to stand up on it and know, like, man, if we take the road that you're taking, we will be transcending heights and empowering each other forever to be a new age black king and black queen and royalty and everything. So, man, how do you feel that starting today, like, no matter what a person did yesterday, no matter what a person did like a minute or two ago, man, at 6:30 or whatever, no matter what they did, how can they prep themselves, man, to be sparked, to be contributors, even if it's just to their family? We're not saying you got to go out to the community. I'm not saying, like, get up and make 30 videos and upload all of them at one time and don't nobody even really chance to get the message or understand. But what can they do to start right now, today, being sparked and being motivated to be, you know, inspirational international players like you?
Wow. Your passion, as always, with your words. So, what I would say to encourage anyone is that, I often say this because I truly believe it and it has really helped me, is that the Lord is always available. So no matter what we're facing, no matter what we've done, when we go to Him and we just allow Him to use us, to guide us, and like you say, it's a process. It's not like
say it,
overnight.
Y'all. Use me, Lord. Guide me, Lord.
Yeah, it's not like overnight that things begin to just, you know, really just take form and shape. But as we begin trusting Him more, and we begin letting go of some things, see, sometimes we hold on to things. And when we hold on to those things, they can weigh us down, and they can prevent us from that growth. They can block us. And so one of the things I would say is just always being honest. I've said that before, being honest with ourselves, being honest with the Lord, and going to Him and truly saying, like you say, Lord, use me. Lord, I'm ready.
Speak it. Like words of power.
I'm ready.
Speak it.
And so what He begins to do is start lining things up, revealing things.
Tell them. Yeah. It's power. It's power in the word. That's why it's so powerful to pray, man. And you better be weary and be not afraid. But, man, if you asking, you know, the Lord to reveal certain things to you, reveal people, show you signs, and you start telling them that you're ready, and then, woo, I'm going to tell you one other thing. You make a covenant and make a certain type of pact with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time, man, I was real. I just came back from Dallas, man. I was going through, man, a separation, divorce with a situation. Man, I stood out on the front porch of my people's house. That's how I know how spiritual, I know how God is. Standing on the front porch, I said, man, Lord, take my soul. Take my soul, hold it with you in heaven, Lord, so I don't make no mistake to wind up in here. I said, fill me with the Holy Spirit. Fill me with the Holy Spirit. Fill me with the Holy Spirit. Man, I dropped. And at that point in time, my life, man, I was sober. Like, I was real deal, man. Apostle Edward, like, had on a big blue robe, you know what I'm talking about? Man, I was making posts every day. I was deep. I'm saying to say this, I was deep. into Christianity and spirituality, man, very, very on a religious, man, mountain. Man, I fell down from the porch, man. I felt everything leave my body. And then I felt everything being poured into me. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, hope. Man, so much hit me. And then when I stood up, as I moved my hands, the clouds seemed to move forward with me. As I pushed my hands back, it was like an orgasmic experience, like a verge, like understanding, like the very first time. And then, you know, as I grew, those type of things went away momentarily. It was certain nights, man, I cried, man. I'm just like, why did you choose for me to do this? Why? I cried, man. Like, yeah, man, I'm like, why you want me to help these people? These people are stubborn. Why you got me? Yeah, I cried, man. So, I said that to say this, man. Take your time. Take your time with God. Pace yourself, man. Don't try to change everything overnight. You're going to have many people that's going to look at you as a hypocrite. You're going to have all types of shade because the devil knows you, and the devil knows your habits. The devil knows your ways. The devil knows the places that you like to go because you told the devil. So what you have to do is, man, you have to withdraw, man. You have to go into your cocoon, man. And then, man, you stay out the way and take your time and spiritually grow, man, because you're very delicate, man. You are a human being, man, and God so loved the world, God gave his only begotten son, so we love you. That's the thing. We love you. That's why she get up every morning. And just like with God, we love God because God first loved us. So she first loved y'all. She first loved, you know what I'm saying? And that's what you have to look at everything. As above, so below. Is done in heaven, so shall it be done on earth. We love you. We love you, man. Come on home. That's all God saying. He want the kingdom of heaven built here on earth. Come on. Like, come on. I know the music is telling you this. Oh, man. I know the celebrities is telling you that. I know the club is the lights and everything flicking and flashing. Man, don't y'all see that killing you? Come on. Man, come on home, man. Come on home.
Yes, we are encouraging everybody to realize that it's not too late. And like my brother said, we do have to pace ourselves. That's a word that came to me last year, because sometimes we can see so many changes within ourselves, or even positive changes that we want to do within our communities and our families and everything like that. But we have to take our time with him. We have to trust his timing. And so I want to encourage each of you, like he said, I first loved you all. Love is within me. God is love. And so, you know, you can love somebody and not even know them. So I do want to, because I know some people are like, well, how can they love? Yeah, how can they love and you don't even know? You can love when you've experienced God's love, and you know what it's like to really experience his love, to know that he loves you regardless of what you've done, your race, your nationality, and all that kind of stuff. So loving people, loving to encourage and support others and build others up. And so that's where we are. That's where he is elevating us to, is to just be like, just be transparent and let people know we have struggled. Even now, like I say, a lot of times there's always a struggle. I just got a text right now about something that I'm going to have to check on, you know, once we get finished with this. But it's important for us to be there for each other, to encourage and to inspire each other. And so y'all already know we're not coming with anything but positive vibes, love, joy, increasing faith, a sense of hope,
a sense of hope.
Tribute, 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 tribute,
and peace.